Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I just wanted to get on here and kind of talk about what's going on today. It is the day before my surgery and I just got a call. They said that I think I'm going to be the first one of the day tomorrow morning. So I have to be there at 5:30 in the morning. It's an hour and a half away, which means I'm going to have to basically leave here at 4 o'clock and be ready to go. So we've done a lot today. We've washed clothes, we've cleaned the house. I went through and organized my 1-year-old's closet so that my husband has easy access to like his sizes. Somebody gave us some clothes for him, so I have all these different size clothes just sitting in there waiting for him to grow into them, but I kind of needed to, I felt like, organize it a little bit better so that my husband would be able to just go to it and get what he needed out of it, and make sense of the sizing system that I made up. So anyway, I have my bag here and it's like packed with some things that I got that I think I'll need for surgery. My ACDF surgery, in case you didn't see my last video, I'm gonna get a fusion done, a 2-level fusion. So I'm 41 years old and had neck problems for decades and didn't know it. Started getting major migraines, and then it evolved to like numbness in my pinkies, weakness in my arms, and now I'm having like my reflexes are really off, especially like in my legs, which, I mean, you never really understand why they check your reflexes until you have reflexes that aren't working correctly, and things start to make more sense to you. So I had to go to this place a while back and get fitted for my Aspen collar. So this is actually what I will wake up in after surgery, and I'll spend like 3 to 6 months in this thing, so that's gonna be a fun time. I have a change out of padding that they gave me, but if I need any more, I have their phone number and I can just call the guy and he'll come to my house and he'll bring me more stuff or whatever I need, so it's really nice. He told me to leave the extra padding that he gave me at home, which I did. I put it inside my dresser, which the camera tripod thing is sitting on. So he said a lot of times, like, for some reason this part doesn't make it back home with the patient from the hospital. So he wanted to make sure I leave that extra padding at home. So this is gonna be the new me for like 3 to 6 months. I still have this cough from nasal and post-nasal drip from my dumb cold that I had about 3 weeks ago. It was really bad. I mean, I feel like I've gone through all the stages of it, but now it's just this residual like drip. So I called my surgeon's office and he said to use saline. So that's what I've been doing. I've been using saline spray, just washing out my sinuses and everything, to keep everything clean and hopefully infection free. In my bag, I just have a few things. I packed my glasses. You can't bring any jewelry, no valuables. You can't even bring a purse or a wallet. So I won't even be bringing my wallet. I got these little slippers. They say love. But one second. I wanted to wear those like in the hospital when I start walking. I got a couple pair. I went to TJ Maxx with my daughter and we got a couple pair of pajamas. I have no idea if I'll be wearing them. They're telling me that I'll just be wearing a gown and to bring a robe if I could. So I did bring a robe, but I'd really rather wear my pajamas and my comfy hospital socks. I just got these new glasses from Zenny Optical, which I love Zenny just because they're kind of fashion and trendy and they're super inexpensive. So compared to other glasses elsewhere, I think I paid like $50 for these, and I got like the best like polarization and whatever stuff to protect my eyes. I need to get a washcloth packed, and in the bathroom I have a separate like toiletry bag where I have dry shampoo. I have a regular shampoo in there just in case, but I really doubt I'll be needing it. It just blows my mind that they fuse your neck with cadaver bone, and they do such this major surgery to your neck, and you're out of there the next day or the day after. So that just kind of blows my mind. I'm gonna ask if I can stay 2 nights, just because I'm a little bit nervous about like coming home and my children wanting me immediately, and I'm so fresh out of surgery that I'm gonna be so disoriented. I kind of also don't want them to see me that way. So my father-in-law, he just showed up today. He drove all night long from Missouri to Florida just so that he could be here for the kids. So that's so sweet of him. He drove all that way all night long because he said he was out running a storm, and we had no idea he was going to be here. I thought he was going to be here sometime tonight. Turns out that he got here at like 11 a.m. It's like a 14-hour drive, and this guy just booked it all through the night, and now he's like a zombie, so he's taking a nap right now. Poor guy. So anyways, I wanted to show you a couple things that I got that I think might help me with my surgery. I'm not 100% sure that it's going to be helpful or it's going to be annoying, but I think some things will help, just not as much as I expected. Like this table, I got this medical table, and it lifts up and then down. I'm going to need everything to be at eye level for me, probably from here on out. I won't be able to, the surgeon said that I won't lose range of motion because, not that much, but I've heard it from other people who've had the same surgery as me. I'm having the C4 or C5, C6, and C6, C7 discs removed and filled with cadaver bone that my own vertebrae is going to fuse to, and then they screw on a titanium plate over it. And so I've heard from the people who've first-handedly had this experience already. They have said that they did lose range of motion. Like you won't be able to turn your neck. Like right now I can turn it about that far, up, down. It's gonna be different. And this is gonna be for the rest of my life. Like, how do you go into something knowing that life is gonna change for you for the rest of your life? It's not just like a one-time fixer or upper. It's like I'm gonna have to go back and have the next vertebrae above and below fused every 10 to 15 years. So that's gonna be for the rest of my life. And just it's a lot of mental gymnastics to like comprehend it, understand it, comprehend it, and like get used to the idea even, because I just, I used to run 7 miles a day. Like I just never expected anything like this to happen to me. Sorry, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and remove my light fixture because it just went dead. So I thought this would help me for the videos, but apparently it goes dead really fast. So that's one thing. I did get a Samsung Chromebook because it's going to be easier for me to type and to watch things like Netflix and Disney Plus from a Chromebook that's in front of my face. I'm going to pull it up to the bed right here, instead of just holding my phone up, my little bitty phone. That's going to get really weary on my arms. And to be honest, I don't know what my arms are going to come out to be like after surgery. There's a possibility that I could come out worse than when I went in. So it really just depends on how surgery goes and how much nerve damage that I have in there permanently, and how my spinal cord reacts to having more space inside of the canal. So it's been squished for decades, so it's used to that pressure on it. So I have this table that goes up and down, but the annoying part of it is you probably can't see, but it tilts downwards, and I just didn't expect that. It's a medical grade. I think I paid about $65 for it, but I still, like, it'll do the job. but it's going to be a little bit more annoying than I expected. And I'm really going to have to pull the laptop like right up to the edge to be able to type on it. Otherwise my wrists get stuck on this little lip right here. And I ordered this one on Amazon. It's like a Vaughn, Vaughn, but it has this lip right here that it's going to be great for keeping things on it. Things won't roll off of my table. Sorry. Excuse me. However, it's a little bit annoying with my wrists hitting it and the fact that it tilts downwards instead of stands completely level like it should. So, I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. I have a place to put my meals or whatever whenever I do start eating. That's another thing. Like, I think I'm gonna be like just able to drink for the first few days. And I've heard from other people who've had the surgery that they've lost like 20 pounds in the beginning of the recovery. So I kind of overcompensated for that because last night I had 2 Chick-fil-A cookies and I've just been eating whatever I want really, and I haven't been watching it. And I have a problem with my cholesterol anyways, so like I really should be watching it. But anyway, I have my heat pad over here. I kind of hung it over my headboard. This is my Mama Bear blanket that I won online, Ivy IE Baby, on Etsy. It's a shop on Etsy. She makes the most wonderful like baby loveys, and she's just the most wonderful person. She's such a great human being, and she always loves people and cares about people and has a heart for people, and she like she'll send people things just out of nowhere, like just because of their circumstances. And so she knew my circumstance. I had bought my son quite a few loveys from her when I found out that I was going to need this surgery and everything. And you know, I really didn't know what my fate was going to be, so I wanted my son, because I was pregnant at the time when I was going through all this neck problems too. I wanted my son to have like a lovey that kind of served as his little comfort as a substitute for me, because there's the unknowing. So I'm trying to stay positive, but there's that unknowing. And she went ahead and she made me a blanket, and I got to pick out the backing, which I got. I think this is called Ballet Llama on this side, and it's so warm. She calls it a cloud blanket. It really does feel like a cloud, and it's like just heavy enough. Like it's kind of weighty. So if you were looking for like a weight blanket, this is a great way to go. And it folds up really small too. Like it looks humongous and fluffy, but it rolls up really nice and small. So I'm gonna put that in a separate bag, and I'm taking it with me to the hospital. So this is my Mama Bear blanket. I noticed like my fingertips are starting to become really numb, even my first finger. Like before it was just my pinky, but now it's all of them. It's just such a slow degenerative process that you just learn to compensate with the problems that you're having. And like I lived like this for so long, so I'm like, do I really need surgery tomorrow? Like, can I cancel it? And my son was like, cancel the surgery, Mom, cancel surgery, my 8-year-old. And I'm just like, no, I'm at the point now where I'm risking permanent nerve damage because of my hyperreflexia and just the numbness and the disconnect between my brain and my arms and my fingers that's really amplified in the last few months. So it's time now. I'd put it off for a year, and I was able to, and I'm very thankful. I have a great neurologist who gives me great medication that's not pain pills, and I've never taken pain pills. I've just lived off of ibuprofen and baclofen and Cymbalta. So Cymbalta was for the burning. I had lots of burning, and that has really subsided. So with the Cymbalta. So anyways, then I bought this pillow. It's really like a pregnancy pillow, but it's made by Millard, Milliard. And I bought my son like a wedge pillow made of, it's kind of like we had them, they were popular when I was young, back in the 80s. And you'd sit in your bed, it has like armrests, and it's just like a wedge pillow that sits straight up, and then it's got a handle at the top. And you could set your arms on the wedge and like read a book or whatever, kind of help you sit up in your bed. Well, I got him one so that he could read his books and stuff on his bed. And it was such great quality. It has memory foam chunks in it. So the whole thing is not memory foam, but it does have chunks of it. So here's the name. You can see that. Milliard. Let's see. Another thing that helped me is this pillow right here. Now, I got this, I ordered it online, and I sleep with it. Pillows were my arch nemesis. Like, it hurt me to sleep with a pillow. It hurt me to sleep without a pillow. It just always hurt, no matter how I slept in bed, until I got this thing. And I basically sleep with it right in the crevice of my neck. And then I lay down, and the tip of my head doesn't have anything. It just like hits the bed. But this thing really helped like keep my body straight at night, and it just really, really helped me. So this is like a cylinder foam pillow. I don't know if it's memory foam or what's in there exactly. And I cannot find any pillowcases of this size, so it doesn't have a pillowcase. But I ordered it on Amazon and it works so well. I ordered this. This is a pillow wedge. I don't know if you can see it very well. There you go. I just got this in the mail today, so I'm gonna open this and I'm gonna set it up against my headboard. And mainly I expect to be sleeping on this thing in an upright position when I come home from the hospital. Let's see what else. And of course I'm talking to you. I haven't even gotten ready for the day or anything yet, so don't judge me. I've been working around the house a lot today already. And it's almost time to take my son to his martial arts class, which I think my husband is gonna do. I have to wash from the neck down with this stuff. It's called Hibiclens. They gave it to me at my pre-op appointment. And this stuff will basically sanitize me from the neck down, prepare me for surgery in the morning. I found out that I'm gonna be the first surgery of the day. So, I don't know. I'd be nervous no matter what. But now things are getting real. So I just wanted to come on and show you what I'm doing to prepare for surgery, or recovery rather, and even preparing for surgery with my bag and stuff I've brought, underwear, bras, stuff like that. The hardest part of this, I am still nursing, mostly just at night. He's just night nursing, and he's 1 year old now. My husband works a lot of night shifts, and it's been really hard to get him unaccustomed to it because that's his comfort in the middle of the night. So that's been kind of tough, and basically unsuccessful, completely unsuccessful at getting him off of the night nursing. So I'm going into this, going to be cutting him off cold turkey, and my husband's going to be sleeping with him. We blew up an air mattress in his room because right now he has a twin bed that's low to the floor, and it has a guardrail along the side, and he slept in that bed. He's slept in that bed, it seems like forever now, and he's so used to it. But my husband will not fit alongside of him if he needs comforting or cuddling or anything like that. So I put a separate air mattress in there on the floor, like a queen size, like 12 inches high, so it's not too high off the ground for him to fall off and get hurt or anything like that. And also it'll provide a space for sometimes my 8-year-old, even in the middle of the night, like if he wakes up or hears a noise or something, he wants to run and jump in our bed, and so he can have a place to like go to as well. So my father-in-law is here, and he brought, this guy went and he made like 2 or 3 meals already, and he brought them with him. He's just amazing. I'm just so grateful that I have him. My mom, she wouldn't be able to come. She just recently got married, and she works a lot of hours, and she wouldn't be able to come to help me with the kids. My dad is in California, and I'm in Florida, and he has Alzheimer's so bad that he really doesn't even understand like the surgery that I am going in to be having. So there's that. So we're very, very grateful for the help that we have. My daughter's best friend's family, which they're my friends as well. They're the sweetest family ever. They've offered to take the kids over to their house and keep them over there. And then we found out that my father-in-law was coming, so we're just gonna have him here. Actually, my original plan was I was just gonna have my husband drop me off, have surgery, and then come back. They could just call him. I was like, what's the point? Like, I'm gonna be so out of it anyways, so what's the point? Do I really need him there? And they were like, yes you do, but I've never had surgery before, so I don't really understand, I guess, not until I go through this myself. I never even had stitches, so like this is all new to me. Even my children have all been born natural births and never had any complications, so everything is just new. So I got some AirPods over there. My mom brought them for me. They're sitting there on the charging station. I have a ton of cords going on over there. Emotionally, I'm doing a lot better today than I did yesterday. Yesterday, I had a meltdown. Like, I was so depressed, and I just felt so down in the dumps and alone, and but I know that's not true, but I felt that way. And today I woke up, and I just I'm in good spirits today. So this is definitely a mental and emotional roller coaster as well. I got some sippy cups for my son, my 1-year-old, to drink water through the night if my husband needs to feed him some water. He's used to drinking through straw cups, so he's used to holding them in an upright position and like sipping the straws. But these ones are more, I guess, would mimic the breast a little more, so I thought that they might be a better option for him through the night. But the only thing is he's going to need help with tipping it back because he has no real concept of tipping a bottle back. So everything is going to be a learning experience, but we're going to get through it as a family. The kids are going to, when they're doing their school, my daughter, she sometimes needs help with her math. Everything else, she's pretty self-sufficient. She does need help with her math a lot. So she can just come in here, snuggle up next to me. And I think it'll be a great opportunity to have some little one-on-one time with my babies. My 8-year-old, he needs me a lot. He needs me for language arts. He needs me for arithmetic, and those things we'll be able to do here as well. And I have like some things set up. I have some books that I want to read. I need to bring in here. I have, what else? I need to bring his little fake coins in here because out of everything that I've learned, like I was really good in math in school. I loved math. I loved algebra especially. I loved, to me, math is like a puzzle, and I love to figure out these puzzles. And so for me, it's just for fun and neatness and accuracy and skill, and I think it's fun to get things correct. My son, on the other hand, he's very smart. He's very good at it, but he's not he's 8 years old and he's a boy, and he's likes to jump around, and he's very kinesthetic, and he's also an auditory learner. He just doesn't like to sit still long enough to solve an equation. And that's what we're working on now in the 3rd grade. We're doing some equation solving, and which amazes me that they're already doing pre-algebra in the curriculum for a 3rd grader. But it's a spiral approach, so they'll keep coming back to it throughout the years, and it'll seem so familiar to him by the time he really needs it later on that he'll be well prepared. So other things we're doing are like long division and borrowing, carrying from like 4-digit numbers, things like that, like problems like that. So, and then but what I like to work with him on, especially because I feel like out of all the math that I did in school, Burger King math was the most relevant to life for me. I did not have a lot of practice using money, like change and even dollar bills, exchanging money when I was young and through school. And I felt like my job at Burger King gave me a solid foundation, because this is back in the day before we had, self-calculating cash registers that told you how much to give back. The customer would give us, through the drive-thru, they'd give us their money, and we would have to count back change. So we would have to count back from, like if their order was $16 and they gave or $16.85 or whatever, and they give us a $20 bill, we would have to start at $16.85 and then count up 5, 10, cents until we got to the next dollar, and then count up from that dollar to up to the $20 bill that they gave us. And that was the amount of change that they got back. So I never learned that in school. I learned that at Burger King, and I call it Burger King math, and I think it's like so important for kids today and any day. It's important to me that they are able to handle those fundamental things in life, because of so many people that I've seen that don't know how to do that. And with the generations now, the cash register does it for you, but if you don't have that in front of you, then you're kind of lost. And this just gives you a way to just do it yourself. Anyway, I know the world is changing so fast, like things like that just seem trivial, but they're important to me, and so I like to work on that kind of stuff with my kids. So I'm excited that I'm going to have time to do that. And I have a little tray that's going to help me, and it's not tilted bad enough where like the change is going to slide down it or anything. So I'm not going to lie, I am a little nervous about this cough and drip and everything. It's just annoying. So hopefully they can give me something for it that'll dry it up, because I can't imagine having a cough or a drip going down my throat after this kind of major trauma surgery that I'm having. So anyways, that's about it. I like to keep these videos under 30 minutes, so I'm going to try my best. And I will talk to you guys in the morning. Thanks. Bye.